Good morning, everybody. How are you all doing? I'm gonna need some more coffee. Welcome back. I know it's been a while since it has been 2 months since my last Shut Up, Jason, and I am a pornaholic. Okay, what actually has been going on is some of you will remember, maybe 2 or 3 months ago, we started having these weird outages where the site was just not available, like it would just not come up. There would be a crash, or posts would appear and then disappear and then reappear, and then we would replace the ones that disappeared and then everything would appear. We'd have like 3 of the same posts, which was really annoying. So we were having all sorts of trouble, so I've been spending a whole lot of time dealing with tech issues on the back end, because you know that I'm very good with working on the back end. So we've moved our hosting, we've updated a whole lot of software, we've removed some plugins and installed other ones, and then I reprogrammed a couple of the things to work. One of the things that you probably do notice is we've incorporated a whole lot of video, and there's 2 different types of video player that I've installed here, and one of them is video that's only going to play on Gay Daily Hot. You can't play it anywhere else. It's just going to be here, and so that's cool. That works well. But the other kind, if you hover your mouse over, you'll see that there's like an embed code, and that means you can put that on any other site, and so it kind of turns Gay Daily Hot into its own tube site, which I think that's really cool, and it's something that I've wanted to do for quite some time, is to be able to host all of my own video and have it run really smoothly and not be at the mercy of other like gay tube sites that, you know, can either go down or decide that they don't want to host my videos, or you know, the code fucks up and crashes everyone's browser, shit like that. I'm doing my best to keep that from happening, so I've been spending a whole lot of time reprogramming and coding, and it looks like we've got the whole thing done. You probably don't notice most of this because it's all kind of invisible and goes around in the back, and you know, and then we were doing all sorts of other things with like redoing emails just to make sure that John and I both get everything so we don't miss anything, and we don't have any of those clusterfuck moments that we've had over the last while, because when you get 2 people running one blog, things can get a little hairy sometimes. So I've been dealing with a lot of that. The good thing is that Gay Daily Hot is now, it's moved to new hosting, and we're a lot more secure, we're a lot more stable. The page loads up a whole lot faster. I don't know if you've noticed that or not. The video is playing just beautifully. Everything is working really well, and we're really happy with that. So thank you for being really patient as I've been gone for a couple of months dealing with all of these issues and stuff. And the good thing is that we're working on something else. It's going to be a long time before I really am able to launch it, but I think that people are going to be able to take part even better in what I'm doing here. So there's that. But what do you say we do a Shut Up, Jason? I was going to go for broke and deal with some self-esteem issues rooted from a warped self-view of physical inadequacy. Okay, listen, I just started my first porn movie. I don't know if you noticed this, but I saw the pictures and I just looked at myself and I'm like, oh God, I'm short, and you know, and I'm kind of a big guy, even though I'm little, you know, like I'm kind of wide, and I got, you know, the whole, it's, you know, I do not have a porn body. I do not have a perfect porn body, and I'm fully aware of that. But if someone like me can anybody can, but I understand that feeling of always thinking that you're physically inadequate, you know. One thing that I've learned is that every porn star wishes that 1 or 2 things in their body was different. So you're no different from anyone else. One porn star that I knew wanted a smaller dick. Said it was Pride weekend rolls around and I opened up a Grindr account. I forgot to turn it on, stupid me. Monday rolls around and I leave it on, forgetting that I was now live, and I actually got 4 or 5 messages. I was a little surprised to get any messages at all. Now, Tuesday after work at the gym, and I get messaged by this really hot 50-year-old. I'm 26. In a matter of 45 minutes, I was driving over to his house for sex. About an inch in, I stupidly blurted out that this was going to be my first time ever. No, that's not stupidly. You got your top. If you're going to bottom for the first time, your top should know that, because he's got to be more gentle. You know, this is not an internal combustion engine. You can't just ram the piston in. Sometimes you got to ease it in nice, and you got to ease it in. Don't you like them? I should talk to Dominic Ford about doing like a 3D Shut Up Jason. That would be so boring. Anyway. We both had a laugh, and we just kind of kept going. 4 hours later, I finally left. Dude, 4 hours. Good for you. Here's the issues. Chalk it up to being inexperienced with sex, but I couldn't come either time with him. I could barely get hard sometimes. He was ravaging me from the neck, he was gray and stubbled, all the way down, especially the nipples. I thought it was just nerves, but the second time, at least I would have liked to release with him. Is it normal for someone new to sex to have all these erogenous zones firing at once and not be able to come or get hard? Has porn been lying to me? Okay, porn always lies, okay? Porn always lies. Porn is a fantasy. Porn is something, and if you saw the video that I just posted yesterday of like the making of Fucklift, you see like in one shot I'm like at the top of that ladder, and then there's like another shot I'm at the top of this ladder, and then another shot I'm like on the ground like with the camera. You know, and I can't fly, so clearly we had to stop, move all the lights around, do everything over again. You can see that the lights are on this side, at one point lights are on that side. Porn is a fantasy. Porn has been lying to you. Yes, it is absolutely normal to sometimes not get hard. It is absolutely normal, especially when it's your first, you know, like when you're first starting out, to not be able to completely finish. There's all sorts of crap going on inside your mind. As long as the sex was good, and it seems like it was, then you win, right? You don't always have to blow your wad. You know, it doesn't always have to be like that. Probably the issue that I've been dealing with the most is the emotional attachment I feel developing, which could be one-sided for all I know. It's supposed to be casual sex, and most people never forget what their first time is. This was an amazing experience from someone, so accommodating that is hard not to fall for him. Okay. I've asked him about some of his past relationships and other partners, and from my point of view, it's probably just me thinking about it. He's been my first so far and only sex partner. Would sampling other partners give me a different perspective on this emotional attachment, or is that a really stupid idea? I try not to use words like I can be a little free with the judgment words sometimes. I don't know if you've noticed. But I try not to use words like stupid. Very often. No, it is not stupid to basically open up your... Don't get emotionally attached to a guy that you met on Grindr, okay? Because the guys on Grindr, they're not generally looking for boyfriends. They're looking for fuck buddies. That's what the point of things like Grindr and Manhunt Daily, or not Manhunt, well, Manhunt Daily is a blog. Manhunt, any of those online hookup places, especially one that allows you to like order sex online like you're ordering a pizza, okay? Where you take a picture of yourself and it'll GPS the closest guy who wants to fuck. The guys that you're meeting there, they don't want relationships generally. They usually just want to get some quick sex. It's obvious you're really enjoying the sex. Go right ahead. But my best advice would be don't read any more into it than this. It's casual sex. You're supposed to enjoy yourself. You're supposed to have a good time. I really hope that you're using condoms, and if not, do, please. You didn't mention that, but I always assume that people know that. But just in case you don't, always, okay? Since you're new, we need to have that talk. But yeah, like you say, you know, you're getting emotionally attached. This is your first guy. It's your first time. Yeah, there's going to be a little bit of a warm fuzziness there. You definitely got to be careful of that. You really do, because it doesn't necessarily mean that there's anything on his side. That being said, have yourself a good time. Learn what works for you. Learn what doesn't work for you. Learn what you like and learn what you don't like. And relax and have fun, and stop trying to make it into something bigger than it really is. If you feel that you're not quite ready, maybe you want to dial it back a little bit, but I'm going to say you're probably ready. So, fuck. And everybody keep asking me questions.